What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to Paul's Wrath. My name is JD, and today we got a very fun video planned. But before I do that, I'm going to dive into what we're going to do on Friday. If you haven't been paying attention to my channel over the last 6 weeks, we've been playing through all the electric types fully evolved to figure out who the best electric type Pokemon is in Generation 1 Pokemon Blue. I have a full ranking, a full breakdown on Friday. It's going to be very exciting. I'm very happy to do this video. I'm happy with the results of this video as well. You'll see that on Friday, and we'll compare how the electric type is compared to the other types that we've done so far. Today, we're going to do a prediction for our next type, which is the grass type. If you're looking at this list, you're looking at the screen right now, there's 5 Pokemon on this competition. We have Tangela, Vileplume, Venusaur, Exeggutor, and Victreebel. One Pokemon is omitted because it participated in the bug type challenge, and that is Parasect. As of now, Parasect will not be having any playthroughs in it. It's already had its time. We'll just see where its time compares to the rest of its competitors. Without further ado, let's dive into this. The first Pokemon we'll talk about in this series is Tangela. Tangela is a Pokemon I think will come in last. It will come in last for a multitude of reasons. Its stats are as follows: HP is 65, attacks 55, defense is 115, special is 100, and speed is 60. This Pokemon actually has decent stat distributions on the defense and special. We cannot utilize a special attack, like stat at all. This is the Pokemon's level up moveset. It gets Constrict, which goes off our physical attack stat, so does Bide. We don't get an actual special damaging move until level 29, that's Absorb. We're not playing Pokemon Yellow, so just ignore what's in yellow. We don't get Vine Whip. And then we get Poison Power level 32, we have Sunspore, and then Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder would be helpful. Slam is worthless, we won't use it, and neither was Growth, because we got another move we can do. But we're not utilizing our special stat at all with this Pokemon, at least in our level up moveset. Does the TM moveset give us any saving grace? It does not. It only has 2 special moves, which is Mega Drain and Solar Beam. We will use Mega Drain, don't get me wrong. Solar Beam, probably not, because it's a 2-turn move, and it leaves you very vulnerable. Now, here's where this Pokemon has a little bit of saving grace. Even though we have a low attacking stat, we can still use the move Sword Stance. This move is amazing. It ups your attack stat by 2 stages. You can do it 3 times, so you can get 6 stages boost. And it correlates very well with Body Slam. It correlates very well with Double Edge, Hyper Beam. It does also do the Badge Boost, which boosts our other stats, making Mega Drain more effective. We're going to have to utilize Mimic. We're going to have to mimic a move and utilize that to take out the opposition. And there's not a lot of other moves we're going to use. We'll use Bide because Bide has to be used because we don't have other options for a large portion of the game. This Pokemon does not have a lot of good things going for it. If all of our moves are skewed maybe to the special side, I'd maybe change my tone, my opinion on that. However, we don't have that. Every move is like physical damaging, and physical damaging is our lowest stat we have. It's not low, like it's not the worst. It's not a horrible stat. Like 55 is nothing to sneeze at. It's not the worst thing ever. However, this Pokemon does not got a lot of things going for it, and utilizing our 100 base special is something we're not going to be able to use this Pokemon, which is why I think it's going to be the worst. The second worst Pokemon I think is going to come through in this is Exeggutor. Now, Exeggutor has great stats. HP is 95, attacks 95, defense is 85, special is 125, and speed is 55. Those stats are pretty solid except for the speed, but everything else is very good with this Pokemon. The problem with this Pokemon is its level up moveset. Its level up moveset in Generation 1 is Barrage, there we go, not Barrage, 15 base power, 85% accurate, Hypnosis, which puts Pokemon to sleep, but it has a 40% chance to miss, and then Stomp at level 28. That's all it gets via level up. We do have a saving grace where I'm very excited about a what if where we get the Generation 2 moveset, which everything stays the same except for you start the game with Confusion. That's going to be very good with a Pokemon with 125 special. With Confusion, start the game is going to be very fun. I can't wait to do that. Now, we're going to move right on to the actual TM moveset here in a second, and we're going to see what this Pokemon has going for it. It does have some great moves. It probably has the most elaborate moveset of all the grass types. Now, this Pokemon has one disadvantage that all the other grass types have as an advantage, is that this Pokemon does not get access to Sword Dance. We got to utilize the stats that we have. We can still badge boost. It's just, we got to work around it, though. We got tons of moves we can utilize here. We can utilize Mega Drain. We can utilize Psychic. This is a Psychic grass Pokemon, not just a grass type or grass poison. This is Psychic Grass, so it does have a very good typing. We do have a litany of moves that we can do. Having Psychic is really a big advantage. We can also use Body Slam. Actually, no, we can't. We cannot use Body Slam with this Pokemon. So we got to utilize Double Edge or Stomp and then Hyper Beam. There are some big downsides to this. Once we get to Celadon City, this Pokemon will just explode, and it'll have a very rapid pace from that point in the game. But it's getting to that point. It's what's going to take forever. If this was Exeggutor was garbage when I played it. It took forever to get through the game. And we're going to have a little bit of that. We do have better stats than we did with Exeggutor. However, it's still going to be a slog. It's going to be a long time. Really, I just want to sprint to level 28 so I can get Stomp. But that's going to be forever because this Pokemon also has another disadvantage. it's in the slow level up rate. It's the only Pokemon on this list that's going to have a slow level up rate. Also have that working against it. So you can't just sprint to a level. It's going to take forever. And, you know, it's a time game. That's the Pokemon I think will come in second to last. The Pokemon I think will come in third is going to be Vileplume. Vileplume actually doesn't start off with bad things. Let's look at the stats real quick. HP 75, attack is 80, defense is 85, special is 100, and speed is 50. So speed is its biggest detriment, but everything else is very solid with this Pokemon. Moving on to its moveset. With this Pokemon, it does start off with a decent moveset. It starts off with Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, Acid, and Petal Dance. Now, Stun Spore, you don't really need it early game. If you have Sleep Powder, you don't need Stun Spore. Acid, the stab move, so is Petal Dance. Those two moves are great. And really no other moves that we get via level up are useful. It's all about the TM moveset for this Pokemon. I think this is where this Pokemon has a slight disadvantage over the number 1 and number 2 Pokemon, is its level up moveset. You don't get another physical move that you can do within that time frame. We do get access to Swords Dance. Like I said, all grass types except for one get access to Swords Dance. Body Slam is very useful, so once we get the SSM, we'll have a good physical damaging move that's not poison or grass type. Give us some versatility. Takedown, Double Edge, I mean, not going to use Takedown, but Double Edge and Hyper Beam are definitely useful. Mega Drain's useful. Solar Beam, not going to use. It's a garbage move. It's really good in Gen 2 because you can use Sunny Day with it and make it a one-turn move. Mimic, definitely going to be used with this Pokemon. Grass types don't have a lot of versatility. It's just that grass types actually just do well in the game because you can get through Brock pretty easy, Misty's pretty easy, so on and so forth. And a lot of things are weak to grass, and you just have enough type diversity that you can get through the game. I do predict that Vileplume will do very well in this. It's just you are limited with this, and it's just not going to do as well as the other two. The other two, as soon as you see them, you're going to be like, yeah, I get it. There's a reason why these Pokemon are listed ahead of it. Let's go on to the Pokemon that will come in second, and that is Venusaur. Venusaur's problem is its level up moveset, but we'll go ahead and dive into the stats. 80 HP, 82 attack, 83 defense, speed, special is 100, and speed is 80. That's solid. Nothing here is a glowing weakness for this Pokemon, but the problem is its level up moveset. Tackle, Growl, Leech Seed, and Vine Whip is what you start the game with. And Tackle is garbage. Growl, it'd be better to have Leer to make Tackle more effective. Leech Seed's going to get some, it's not great, and Vine Whip only has 10 power points. Those aren't great moves compared to Vileplume and Victreebel. What saves this Pokemon is its stats are better than Vileplume. It's going to outspeed things. It's not going to have the issue of not outspeeding things. We do get Razor Leaf at level 30. That's going to be an improvement. But the problem with this Pokemon, it doesn't get Sleep Powder to level 55, whereas Vileplume and Victreebel both start the game with Sleep Powder. So I think that's a huge disadvantage for Venusaur. I was almost ready to rank Vileplume slightly ahead of it just because of that advantage. But I know, I've played these Pokemon before. I know how these Pokemon can be. And I know that Venusaur has a way to kind of brute force way through problems, whereas Vileplume's not going to be able to do that. Let's move on to our TM moveset. This is pretty much the same exact moveset as both Vileplume, as Tangela, as Victreebel. All of them have the same exact TM moveset. We get access to Sword Stance, get access to Body Slam, Double Edge, Hyper Beam, Mega Drain, Solar Beam, Mimic, and then you have the moves that pretty much everyone gets with Double Team, Reflect, Bite, Rest, Substitute, and Cut. Nothing special here. It's all about this Pokemon's stats. It has good speed, so it's going to help it out immensely in this game. We're not going to get outsped very often. And then once we get the SSN, you get Body Slam. It really unlocks this Pokemon. And then the last thing with this Pokemon is obviously Swords Dance is going to make Body Slam way more effective, and we're going to be able to badge boost, and that's the thing with this Pokemon. The problem with Venusaur is, like I said, starting game moveset. I'm sorry if you like Venusaur, but Vine Whip is a garbage move. It's not a great move. It is stab. I'll give it that 35 base power with stab. It's up in the 50s. The problem with this move is you gotta go back and heal a lot, because otherwise you got to use Tackle and you got to use Leech Seed, and those things are going to take forever. So somehow time is going to be creeped up with this Pokemon because of its design, because of the moveset it had. If it started with a better move, if it didn't have Tackle, if it had Leer instead of Tackle, might help a little bit. If instead of having Leech Seed, it had Sleep Powder, those things would help too. But it doesn't get those things, so it's going to have a slower start than other Pokemon. It will pick up, and it will surpass some of the Pokemon. I think Vileplume will start faster, but this Pokemon will pass it. Now, the Pokemon I think will do number one is, I think everyone knew this, is Victreebel. Victreebel, if you ever watched Scott's Thoughts, just obliterates the game. HP is 80, attack's 105, defense is 65, special is 100, and speed is 70. Solid across the board. It does have low defense, but that's not a big deal. Our level up moveset, this is why I think this Pokemon will do the best. Sleep Powder, Stun Spore, Acid, and Razor Leaf. Now, when you look at level 13, we get Wrap. Wrap will replace Stun Spore, and now we have a normal move, a poison move that's stab, and a grass move that's stab. Razor Leaf crits all the time, so it's a great move to start the game with. And then via level up, Poison Powder and Sleep Powder, we don't need those. We already have Sleep Powder. Starts out with a great moveset. There's not a lot of modifications you're going to need to do early. Let's go in and dive into our TM moveset. This TM moveset is the same exact moveset as Tangela, as Vileplume, as Venusaur. So none of that's changed. Swords Dance, great move. This Pokemon utilizes it so well. Body Slam, not use Takedown, but Double Edge, Hyper Beam, Mega Drain, Solar Beam, and Mimic, and then you got the rest of the moves down there with Rest and Substitute and whatever. Those aren't important. What is important is its starting moveset's very good. It's not going to get outsped like Vileplume is, and it has a better moveset than Venusaur. If you've ever watched Scott's Thoughts obliterates the game with this Pokemon, and I plan to do the same. I've not played with Victreebel fully evolved. I have done all these Pokemon before, but I started out as their base form. Fully evolved, I highly expect a lot of these Pokemon to go through the game very fast, but Victreebel is the one I expect to just obliterate this game. This is the best Grass-type Pokemon, I guarantee it. If you haven't noticed the order that I'm going to do this in, let's go back to the first slide here. That goes over all the types. I expect Victreebel to be the fastest, so that is actually the first Pokemon I'm going to play through in this challenge. That's how I do it. I play through with the one I think do the best, because I don't think it needs as much of the prep time or the knowledge of the game as the ones that are ranked lower, because they need that help. They need all the information to have a better time. So Victreebel will be first. Then we're going to Venusaur. Then we're going to Vileplume, Exeggutor, and Tangela. That's the order I think these Pokemon will land in. And I think if you have to look at it, I believe that Parasect will probably end up around where Vileplume is, if I'm predicting this correctly. I think Vileplume will do a little bit faster. I think fully evolved, it's a little bit better than starting out with its base form. Oddish is horrible. As much as Paris and Parasect aren't great Pokemon, Paris has a lot more versatility in its movesets than Oddish does. There's trade-off there, but I think Parasect, if you got to look at where Parasect lands on this list, it lands somewhere either right in front of Vileplume or right behind Vileplume. So I expect it to be number 4, number 3, somewhere in that range. That is my prediction for the grass types. I think it's going to be fun. I'm excited to do them. I've been watching Scott's Thoughts for years, and he's obliterated this game with Victreebel. So I have to imagine that this Pokemon's going to obliterate the game as well. I'm very excited to play through with Venusaur fully evolved, Vileplume, Exeggutor fully evolved. It's not going to be that fun. However, I'm very excited for that what-if scenario. That what-if scenario where you start off with confusion. With this Pokemon stats, that's insane to me. So keep an eye out for that whenever we do the Exeggutor playthrough. But that's my video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Who do you think is going to win? What's your ranking for how these are going to end up? Let me know in the comment section down below. And again, don't forget, Friday we have the official breakdown of the electric types and who the best, who the worst, and how they rank, and how overall electric types did in Generation 1. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys on Friday.